Welcome to a special edition of Airborne-Unlimited, bringing you all the latest from the 51st Annual Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo from Lakeland Linder International Airport in Florida. I'm your host, Holland Lee. The staff of the Aero-News Network and Sun and Fun have once again partnered to bring you all the news from the show via the Sun and Fun Digital Daily at SnF25-Day.com. Today's show is brought to you by Daer. The amazing team behind the Swift TBM 960 and Kodiak series keep pushing the envelope for GA utility and transport. Coming up on our program today, DeltaHawk aims their efforts at Cessna 172s and 182s. The future of MOSAIC discussed. Sun and Fun's future seems bright. These stories and more are coming up on today's Sun and Fun Digital Daily special edition of Airborne-Unlimited. First up, DeltaHawk aims their efforts at Cessna 172s and 182s. The big news at Sun and Fun 2025 revolves around DeltaHawk's huge move in pushing forward with STC retrofits for two of GA's most pivotal airframes, the Cessna 172 and 182. Flight schools, take note. How would you like a C-172 that's about 40% more efficient?
Last year in this innovation showcase, we announced the collaboration with Piper for our first certified integration with the Seminole, the twin engine. This year we have some new and other exciting innovation things to announce. That we have kicked off and embarked on the STCs for the 172 and the 182. When you look at DeltaHawk engines developing these new STCs, we're creating powerful innovation for general aviation. This is a major step forward, bringing Jet A engine technology to the world's most popular aircraft, the Cessna 172, the backbone of flight training and the GA private aviation world, along with the 182, the workhorse of the family as well. When you look at that, we plan on providing owners and operators a forward-thinking solution that future-proofs their investment in their aircraft and remove all uncertainty around the future of avgas by going and switching to Jet A and eventually SAF. We also have and are taking orders beyond the 172, 182 for the Vans RV-14. For those of you that were in Oshkosh, they saw a preview of the RV-14 at our booth in Oshkosh. That plane has left DeltaHawk in a running condition and is being finalized now by the builder and will be flying shortly. With no mixture control, no risk of shock cooling, single lever power control, management, and the pilot can focus more on flying the plane and less on engine management going forward.
The future of MOSAIC discussed. The MOSAIC Forum at Sun and Fun today provided only minimal data on the state of MOSAIC, which is still AWOL until some unknown time in the future. Hopefully we'll see it at Oshkosh, but insiders call that expectation optimistic.
When MOSAIC gets enacted, which it will, which by the way, it has to because in the reauthorization bill, 24 months after that was signed in May of 2024, there was language in there that said MOSAIC has to be implemented. So that's a congressional mandate. So it will happen. When the president was in his prior presidency, he had a policy of for every new rule that was created, 2 rules had to be eliminated. He's upped that to for every new rule, there'll be 10 rules that will be eliminated. And in our background, in talking to the Department of Transportation, this is viewed as a very positive change. It has good positive impact on our economy and aviation in general, and we don't think it's going to get hung up in that trap of the trading one for 10. Nothing has slowed down, nothing has stopped. It's still a priority within the FAA. It's still being worked on. There's no, let's reevaluate. It's moving forward. We do think August is probably the highly likely as to when it may happen, and that we are hoping that in July, ideally at AirVenture, the FAA administrator, when they get one put in place, or the Secretary of Transportation will be there to let us know the specific dates on that.
Coming up after the break, Sun and Fun's future looks bright.
putting in your fuel senders was one of the smartest decisions I made.
Made a real difference in my flying.
When I land, I will have the fuel that I expect to have. And it's just been a remarkable improvement.
The SICE system gives me that confirmation.
A whole new level of confidence with my level of fuel on board. I mean, I know exactly how much I've got.
You know, such a simple thing, but so important.
Looking for a new generation of proven and efficient aviation power plants that boast modern engineering, electronic ignition, and both direct and gear drive systems? With 100 horsepower to 240 horsepower, the Skyline and Redline engines offer uncommon value in an overpriced industry. Whether you are looking for fixed wing or rotor, MW Fly Americas has been established to service the American market with dedication and expertise. MWFlyAmericas.com.
Welcome back to Sun and Fun. If you've seen something especially cool around the Lakeland Linder International Airport grounds today, let us know with hashtag SnF25Cool. We would love to check it out. Sun and Fun's future looks bright. Sun and Fun has a 20-year plan, and it's a mind blower. They're heavily invested in building a future for the Expo, their massive education programs, and helping to create a better future for all of aviation.
In partnership with the Lakeland Linder International Airport, Visit Central Florida, and Sun and Fun, we have spent the last year putting together our strategic master plan for the next 20 years. This runway is going to be a huge, great addition actually for this event, but what that means for us is there's going to be significant changes to our footprint here, and that's again what we have spent the last year looking at. So what I'm going to show you right now is a video. And it's a fly-through, so you're going to be able to see what our future site is going to look like. And we have the various areas, obviously, that we have to accommodate, because when you look at our event, it's a logistical ballet, air traffic, camping, cars, all of that. So you can see the cars there on the west end. There's movement for Chopper Town. This is GA camping. The road on the right is Medulla, which is right out here. So there's a lot of shifting in various things for various areas. Vintage, for example, is in a new location. The island, which is on the east side of the airport, will move west. And as we swing around, out here in the 42 acres, there will be 2 hotels out there in the future. The white roof building up there in the middle, just north of the entry plaza, that is this existing facility. The blue roof building right there that you're panning over, that is the Central Florida Aerospace Academy right over here. And then as we swing around, you can see the 2 exhibit buildings on the left. You can see the crowd line there, nothing in front of the crowd, so a big open area so everybody can see. We're going to go to the Warbird area. You're going to see the big ramp right there. That is a new ramp just for the Warbird community and parking for them as well. And you can see right there the new runway. And then so that's 28 left, and then 28 right is just to the north. Coming back across NOAA, you have the Warbirds, and then this is where Homebuilt will be. So Homebuilt right next to Paradise City, right next to the grass strip. There you have Paradise City. The grass strip is fixed by function, so that will be there. And then you can see down here to the right as we pan around, that will be our new campground. So the existing main parking lot will become our campground for all of our visitors here. Also, this is now, you're coming from the west, heading east. Off to the left here is one of our new exhibit buildings. You just saw amphitheater as well. And you can see the 727 there, the Aerospace Center for Excellence, our Florida Air Museum, Skylab Innovation Center in the background there. And then some really key, unique things that we're going to be adding as well as we swing back around. And this first building right here, right next to the Central Florida Aerospace Academy, that will be an aviation middle school that we will build. And also behind that is an A&P school. We have our great partners with Polk State College and Travis Career College. We have our A&P program here. There are 70 folks in that program right now. This will be able to accommodate 250 people in this program. Lots of detail here. There will be a lot of hard work by a lot of great partners. We know it costs a lot of money, but those exhibit buildings, for example, Visit Central Florida is invested in this event. This is our 51st year. Obviously, the economic impact is very, very important to this community, but also those buildings will be very valuable for our community the rest of the year that outside our 1 week, the other 51 weeks.
Ara Aero debuts the Integral Series. There's a new generation of airplanes coming thanks to the many expectations created by MOSAIC. Ara Aero is offering multiple variations of a 2-place bird that can be either trike or taildragger, and aerobatic to boot.
We've got our Integral R that is a full aerobatic airplane here at our display at Sun and Fun. And we've just recently had EASA certification, and we're expecting FAA certification this summer or this fall. This airplane has a Lycoming 210 horsepower engine. It's got Garmin avionics and a Hartzell propeller. It's also got a airframe recovery parachute. This aircraft is really the newest generation and the newest aircraft, Part 23, being built for aerobatic training. And again, as I indicated, we right now are producing this airplane in Toulouse, France, but we do have our first hangar in the U.S. in Daytona Beach, where we'll be bringing the airplanes over for delivery into the U.S. market. However, long term, we will be building airplanes here, as well as our 19-seat hybrid electric regional aircraft.
After these messages, Gleim DPE may be the ultimate teacher/evaluator.
Meet the first of a new generation of the M-Class family. The M700 Fury. An aircraft worthy of the name, an indomitable force. The M700 Fury transcends traditional limits. With more power, blistering performance, a finely appointed interior, and the luxury of what matters most. Time. Experience the Fury. Join the legacy.
Flight Club is redefining access to the skies. We currently have 68 personal aircraft available across the U.S. market. Aircraft owners can combat high ownership costs with flexible revenue options such as block time, membership dues, and hourly rates. Flight Club even offers a comprehensive fleet insurance policy with a fast and simple quote process. Whether you're looking to fly or list your aircraft, Flight Club makes it easier than ever. Join the movement. Let's take flight.
Welcome back to Sun and Fun. Up next, the Gleim DPE may be the ultimate teacher/evaluator. Gleim is looking to AI to ease the battle in prepping for check rides. Their AI-powered test prep tool is set to transform how pilots prepare for their FAA practical test, and we like what we see.
Hi, I'm Ryan Jeff, Chief Instructor of the Part 141 program at Gleim Aviation, and I'm excited to announce a groundbreaking new product in the aviation training industry. The team at Gleim has watched AI products roll out in other industries and thought, what if you could practice, really practice, for your oral exam at home? And what if you received immediate constructive coaching from an expert, showing you exactly how to strengthen your answers?
Introducing the Gleim Digital Pilot Examiner, Auto. Meet Auto, the best way to practice for your oral exam so you can ace your check ride. With Auto, you can practice answering questions the same way you will when you're evaluated by an FAA examiner, out loud, in real time.
What are the characteristics of unstable air?
There's turbulence in unstable air.
If you don't provide the full answer, Auto even coaches you to the answer the examiner is looking for.
That's a good start. Turbulence is indeed a characteristic of unstable air. Can you think of any other characteristics?
This is practice how it should be: conversational, comfortable, and realistic. So prepare to ace your check ride with Auto, your personal digital pilot examiner from Gleim Aviation.
As you've just seen, the Gleim Digital Pilot Examiner doesn't just quiz you, it really simulates what this part of the check ride is really like. And we believe it's going to significantly improve pass rates, which will be game-changing for the industry.
AviationStart may be just what many student pilots have been waiting for. AviationStart is the new program being driven by our friend Jamail Larkins, whose passion for aviation is quite extraordinary. His AviationStart.org just went live and is intended to be the largest and most comprehensive resource for any student or aspiring aviation professional to find funding for their dream aviation career.
For the majority of you, I got the chance to meet you shortly after I turned 14 and became one of the youngest American pilots to fly a powered airplane solo in Canada. Since then, I've had the opportunity to work with the Federal Aviation Administration as their ambassador for aviation and space education. And in that capacity, I've traveled around the country and I've spoken to over 1,000 schools and reached over 60,000 students to talk to them about their career opportunities inside of the aviation industry. But we all know that just getting involved in inspiring students about their opportunities inside of the aviation industry isn't going to be enough. The biggest thing that is the deterrent that stopping most people from getting involved inside of the aviation industry is cost. And I'm really happy to announce AviationStart. AviationStart.org just went live today. It is the largest, most comprehensive resource for any student or aspiring aviation professional to find funding to be able to achieve their wildest dreams inside of the aviation industry. We have searched the country from major aviation associations to small groups to find the largest, most comprehensive listing of scholarships that are currently available. And I'm proud to announce that there's over $20 million worth of funding that's given out every single year to people to be able to start their dreams. Everything from free type ratings to advanced pilot training to just being able to even get your private pilot's license. And the best part about it is it's completely free. So please check out aviationstart.org and find the resource available for you. Thank you.
And that wraps up our first day here at Sun and Fun. I've been your host, Holland Lee. Once again, our thanks to our longtime partner and innovator, Air, bringing exceptional aircraft to the GA and BizAv communities. Don't forget to keep up with all the latest news at snfdt.com and follow us on social media. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.